Blank Robber is going to be our next comment. He says Zukis have a lot of part commonality with Yamaha: trim, tilt, hardware, sensors. They tend to be a little heavier than the competition, but yeah, can't argue with their reliability. Yeah, they are a very reliable engine. So are Yamaha's. That's something that I find interesting that I would like to do. I wish someone would do this. I don't really have the time to. Maybe eventually I will have the time to, but I wish there was a thing that, like, some sort of resource that we had to compare what's interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? From like a Suzuki to a Yamaha to a Honda to like a Mercury, like what parts are interchangeable between the engines? Because like on certain engines, a Mercury oil filter and a Yamaha oil filter, it's the same filter. You can swap them out. They'll both work. Same thing. Same thing for like, like you're saying, some of the sensors between Suzuki and Yamaha, it's the same sensor. You could virtually use them back and forth, depending on the plugs, depending on the wiring. So I agree with that. I wish there was something. I mean, a lot of this, some of the stuff is not going to be as interchangeable, but as far as like maintenance stuff goes, I think that would be a really cool resource to have of like, what fuel filters are the same. So that way, like, let's say something's not available, which happens quite often, and you have, like a Suzuki dealer down the road, and that this fuel filter will fit your engine. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know all those different parts. There's too many to know about in order to keep all that stuff straight. But like I'm saying, I think that'd be cool if someone took the time to put that together and have like this massive resource for something like that. GD Rango. Suzuki's beats them on price point and warranty. Came from a Suzuki video. I'm not sure who he's saying beats. I think he's saying that beats everybody else on their warranty. But honestly, now who has the best warranty today? I think somebody to take a look at as of right now would definitely be Honda. I think Hondas definitely have potentially the best warranty today. I mean, I know they came out with their new, I'm not, don't quote me on this 100%, but I know they got the 5-year, they call it like a 5-year true warranty or something like that, where it's basically like a 5-year factory warranty, where pretty much everybody else only gives you a 3-year factory warranty, and it's a limited warranty, where they're calling it like a 5-year true warranty, which is a big difference. If you're getting basically a 5-year factory warranty, I think that's pretty cool. And I also think that they increase their commercial. So like most everybody's warranty is going to be a 1-year commercial warranty. I think they might have like a 2-year warranty. Not 100% sure, but I definitely have been hearing and seeing things about that. So as of today, they might have the best warranty package if you want to, if you're comparing warranties to warranties, like what you get and what's covered, they might have the most. I think that Yamaha, you get a 6-year and you can buy YES. It might only be that you get you can get the 5-year and you get it up to the 6. Suzuki, I think, is a 5-year limited warranty, and then you can buy, like, obviously you can buy all of them. It's a little more complex because they got like different levels where you got, 3-year factory warranty, and then you can buy, say, 5 years of extended warranty, being different levels of a gold and a platinum packages. So theirs gets a little bit more complex when it comes to what exactly you get and what you have to buy. Pretty much all of them have the 1-year commercial warranty, except for, like I was saying, I think Honda increased theirs to 2-year, but not 100%. I need to kind of check into that. But I want to say when I was at the boat show, that's what I was hearing and seeing. One of the things that, they were like promoting a little bit is that, their 5-year true warranty or whatever they're calling it, just kind of going off the top of my head with that. But I would definitely be looking into them as being potentially having the best warranty as of right now when it comes to, a brand new engine. And John Pollack says, to be fair, you can't compare a recreational vehicle's used price / value to a home. Yeah, no, you're right, John. You can't, you can't compare the two, because one, you could consider to be an asset. I mean, if you live in it, it's not an asset, but same thing, a vehicle or anything. Basically, the way I look at it, anything that has an engine or wheels or moves is a depreciating asset, and it's going to fall apart. So you can't really compare the price value of that to a home. But what I try and do is I try and, put things into a perspective that is relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can relate a topic to something that makes it understandable, and you can have this mind frame of looking at something like, you know, the value and the price of something 5 years ago versus today and how inflation and all that kind of stuff works, then that's all I'm trying to do with that. But you're right. You know, whenever people look at stuff, anything, you know, an RV, a boat, a motorcycle, a car, a truck, an ATV, you know, snowmobiles, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, all that stuff. Anything that's got a motor or wheels, I think I might have got that from Dave Ramsey. I'm not sure, but yeah, those things are not they, as soon as you buy them, they depreciate really quickly. So the value of them kind of like after 5 years, it kind of like levels off, and then you're kind of like splitting hairs between features, hours, use, maintenance, and all those kinds of things on what exactly the value is of the item. But again, you know, realistically, something is only as valuable as someone. So, okay, the best way to say it is that the value of something, say a boat, is only worth what someone is willing to give to you at the time that you need to sell it. So like if you look at a boat and say that boat's worth $5,000, but you got to sell it, you know, within the next 2 weeks, and you can only find somebody to give you $3,000, the boat's only worth $3,000. It's not worth $5,000. Now, if you don't have a time frame on when you got to sell it, then yeah, you can sit around and wait and hope to get the $5,000. But yeah, that's the way I kind of look at it as far as values go, because they change every day. People want something like the value of a boat in December is way different than the value of a boat in June. You know, a week before Memorial Day, a boat's value is way higher than it is, you know, Christmas Day. It just kind of that's just kind of how that works. So that's just one way to look at the value of stuff and to be thinking about, you know, what is it really worth? And then also, like we said, you know, what's the engine on the boat? What's the features on the boat? How is it maintained? Like if this one's, you know, you got two boats that are 10 years old. One's got 5,000 hours on it. It's all clapped out. Cushions are all busted. This one's 10 years old and only has 100 hours on it. It was garage kept. This one's going to be worth a lot more money. So it's all about framing and how you look at something to think about the value. Hey there, sorry to take you away from the video, but real quick, did you know that on average a boat owner will spend between $1,000 and $5,000 a year just on servicing their engine? And you could actually pocket and save a lot of that money if you would just do the service yourself. It might seem like a daunting task, but I guarantee you virtually everyone can do it with our guidance and the Boaters program. This is just one skill that you could learn inside the program, because we have hundreds of other videos teaching you all kinds of boating skills, as well as a weekly live stream where we have questions and answers with me, as well as a chat feature where you can send videos and pictures, ask all kinds of questions, or look for some advice or some guidance on a project that you're doing on your boat. And we've made it super easy because you can start and stop the program at any time. So you could actually join, do a few videos, learn a few skills, and then when you're not using your boat, like say you have an off season, you can stop using the program, pause your membership, and then when you need to use it again, you can just start the membership back up and have instant access to all the content. You can join the program by hitting the first link in the description, clicking join, or visiting bornagainboating.com. Now back to the video.